Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Mayfield. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic.
He's got him in, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to let it go again. And, it'll be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 2nd down and 3. The tight end in motion right. They keep it on the ground. Right again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll go down at the 28. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Mayfield now. That's caught by Tucker. 7 yards there and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Baker changing the play at the line. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
White trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is 2nd and 8. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 5 yards on first down, and then just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
In motion right is Evans. Second down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Baker going to change it up. The slot man in motion right. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. In motion comes the tight end left. They go right back to White here on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Opting to run again here with White. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And now it looks like they're going to be in a hurry up. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Palmer going in motion right. First down, here's White. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and he'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without the license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Not been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play fake. Mayfield. This pass complete to Melton. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. In motion right, Olave. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Carr now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Demario Davis there on the stop. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, and now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's second down. Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Carr to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive.
And got his man complete. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. The Saints say they have it, and they do. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
start out here with a jet sweep. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side here with White.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
King.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Mayfield. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Tampa Bay, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to